situations. A lot of horses will just turn around and run in the opposite direction if they're scared, but some horses, like Smoot here, will actually stop and look and stare at what he's scared of and try to decide whether it's worth running away from. Because he's lazy and he's not going to run if you don't have to. Really, horses smell death almost immediately. In fact, a lot of horses that do the hunting packing trips have to be trained to not react in fear to the smell of death. So they would probably be running around, obviously very afraid. They'd be able to tell what was going on. But I mean, if you're talking about having them in corrals, that's a really short space, and I mean, it's not improbable to think that a horse would fight back, or at least, you know, run at the threat. You can always tell when a horse is going to kill you because their ears will be pinned back against their head and they've got their teeth showing, and like that's gonna take somebody out very easily. And they tend to strike with their front legs, so I mean, it would not have been. It's not like they'd lined up waiting to be clubbed in the head. Some of them, I can imagine. Out of 700, you've got to have at least one or two that would try to kill you. By their attitude, Appaloosas sometimes get a bad rap for having a terrible attitude, that untrainable thing that people were talking about. But in reality, they're just too smart to do what you want them to do without needing a good reason. Billy, I'll tell him what to do, and he doesn't need a good reason. Smoot needs a reason for why I'm going to ask him to do something out of the ordinary. And I love that. I think that just shows